Oh, man. What I need to do.
We start way over there, and then we come on over here.
And this is, this is sentimental. This is the last time we're going to do this for this year.
For this year.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right.
This is a somber moment.
Not for a lot of people. No. There are some people thinking, wow, thank goodness. This is the last one.
Yep.
Howdy, y'all. I am Mr. Holga.
Yes, you are. And it is very neat that you have it on here so you can know.
It's going to be on the entire video. And you are?
Todd Tuckett.
Yeah.
I don't have a shirt to tell me that, though.
And this is Don's used photo equipment.
It is. All day long.
So, yes, you're all right.
Is there anything on the back?
Yeah, there is.
Oh, yeah, baby.
Printed these a couple years
2014.
back. Well, I didn't print them back then, but I printed them a few years ago.
Oh.
So I always have an extra one laying around, just in case I forget what my name is, or at least what people are supposed to call me.
I need one of those sometimes. I really do.
Well, guys, this is the last video of the year.
Yes.
And as we affectionately title it, Goodbye 2021, Hello 2022. So,
and there's not much difference in that. Goodbye.
Hello.
I think
it's aloha.
Aloha. See?
It means the same, right?
Same difference.
It's the same. So maybe we should be aloha 2021 and aloha 2022.
At least
it's the Hawaiian video at the end of the year.
I like it. The luau.
Yeah.
Yep.
So if you will partake with us, we have a few things. We appreciate everything that you guys have watched all year long. You've enjoyed the videos. You've commented on the videos, and first of all, we're just going to start by saying thank you.
Yes, thank you very much.
Thank you for watching the videos, because we have a great time making them. We have a lot of fun.
Mm-hmm.
We get to hang out. We get to discuss film photography and different things. We get to make these little videos.
We get to discuss a lot.
So let's start out right off the bat with our 2021 stats.
Oh,
because as far as I'm concerned, it was a banner year.
I love stats.
For
I love stats.
He loves stats,
and y'all know it. Well, y'all may not know.
And so I essentially did this for Todd.
Yes.
So let me tell him how well he did this year. Because every time somebody comes in the store.
Yes.
And I always recommend that I say, oh, he's got videos, right?
I do.
I never say that.
I do.
I never say that I do. Though.
He doesn't.
2021 stats.
Yes.
26 videos, including this one.
26.
So that's essentially one every other week.
Every other week.
And it kept to that schedule. So,
Yes, and only a few days variance here and there.
Right.
For other reasons than, yeah.
Well, but it was 26 videos this year. This is number 26 before the end of the year. Just in time.
Just nicked it.
So if you're kind of worried, you could actually set your calendar by. This is when you're going to get your next video. 12,300 views.
Yes.
That is a chunk of views, right?
It is.
Now, I know there are other channels that get so many out there.
For us.
But here's the biggest
SMU grads from Podunk, Dallas.
Podunk. Here's the big one, and you're going to love this one.
Yeah.
1,830 watched hours.
Yes.
Now, do you know what that equates to?
Well, twice of last year.
Well, first of all, yes, he is correct. That we twice of 2020's record, which was like 904 or something like that, more than doubled last year's. That is an average of 5 hours per day.
Good.
5 hours.
Yeah.
I mean, can you imagine for 5 hours a day, people are watching us every day.
Averaging 5 hours a day.
Every day. Not taking a day off, 5 hours a day.
Averaging. I love it. It's great. Of course, we need to do better.
Well, sure. I mean,
I love that we're doing this. It's one of those things to where it's like, did I think we'd get here eventually? But right at this point in this fashion, no, this is pretty good. This is like big jumps for us.
I know, but I still,
for me, since they're my videos,
totally enjoy it. When people come into the store, they've mentioned that they've watched the videos or they're watching the videos or something like that. It's cool to see those people.
I know. Last week, prior, I had a guy come in from Vancouver. Sorry, broke me up. It made me cry. Vancouver, Canada. I guess there's only one, but Canada.
Yes.
And he goes, I'm in town, and I realized this is where the videos are made.
It's here
in Dallas.
Yeah.
So I
wasn't in the store that day.
No. He came over. He goes, I broke away from where I was and
convention,
came over here.
Something like that.
Yeah, from the reason he was here, and he came over to see the store that was in the videos that he watches from Vancouver. So,
to see the Great Wall of Film.
Hey,
the Great Wall of Film.
Yes, the Great Wall of Film. Yeah. So it was hilarious that I had a guy come in the store.
Right. Was he a little bit starstruck? I mean, because
yes,
just a tiny bit.
He was just at the store, not me, but at the store in the film.
Right.
It was great. It's so hilarious to see that from out of the country,
both far and wide.
So we have international visitors.
Yeah, and it's great. Thank you guys very much,
customers and buyers.
And if you could, please go tell your other friends to subscribe too. We would love to have more subscribers.
Yeah.
Which gets us to the next number. 253 new subscribers this year.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I know you had a goal of was it one a day?
The one at 350.
Yeah.
365.
365. You would have loved to have had one a day. But, 253,
yeah,
that's really good. Being as how it's more than last year.
Yeah, oh gosh, yes.
More than last year.
We really went past last year. I was just hoping to blow it out. But, in all honesty, you're talking about the hours watched.
Right. 5 hours per
day. In
January
or December, 1 year ago, I'm sitting there thinking, man, if we get 1,400 hours, I'd be excited. And if we just blow it, 1,600. And it's like, oh, why did I think so small?
We just zoomed right on by that one.
Why did I think so small?
Now, and of course, the biggest number is one. This is a YouTube number, of course. Pardon me, it's a 197,300 impressions. So, people are searching. They are seeing the videos out there. I know a select few are actually deciding to choose to click on them, things like that. When I'm searching for something on YouTube, I'm surprised when I see our videos and it's look
it's
there,
hilarious.
it's us.
I mean, it just pops up. You're sitting there go.
I mean, you do a double take. It's like, is that me?
Pinhole cameras, and it just, especially when we're watching on Apple TV, on TV, and you're watching it through there, and it's just like pops up, and you're sitting there going, like Pinhole Holga camera, and it's like, there we are, we're in the top suggestions of it,
right? And
awesome.
and which we're getting a lot. I see that we're getting quite the Holga loading a Holga video is gotten a number of hits again recently, and it's like
it's hilarious.
Is there a season right now?
Let's talk about that later. That's one of the you're jumping ahead now.
So those are the stats, guys. Those are the stats. Now for 2021, I'm going to give us the top 3 videos.
Okay.
As of right now, in order from the least to the most. Okay. So our number 3 video for this year, fantastic video. As a matter of fact, we can't thank him enough. It was the All About Polaroid XX70 with Zane Polaroid.
Zane.
That came out September 10th, 2021, and had 103 watched hours.
Hours.
103, just for that one video alone, 103 watched hours. So of that 1,800 hours of watched hours, 100 of that were that video alone.
Put this in perspective then. Okay. Not even a full year. Just not even less than half a year.
September.
Yeah. In the first year and a half, we only had one video that got over 100 hours watched.
Right.
So 2019, 2020, 1 hour, one video over 100 hours.
Right.
2021, that's the first one.
That's the first one. Because they're only going to get more after this.
Yeah.
The next number 2 video for this year.
Yep.
We also have to thank D. Anson Brody here for dry plate tips with photographer D. Anson Brody. August 13th, 2021. 110 hours.
Yes.
So 2 videos alone are, let's see.
Both interviews.
1/9 of all of our watched hours.
2 videos.
So you guys clearly like some interviews, or you just don't like seeing us as much.
I think that it's a definite mixture.
It's a little bit of both.
2 videos over 100 hours in not even a half a year.
No. As a matter of fact, they're like a month apart from each other.
Yes. So and Brody is still staying ahead of SX70.
Just a little bit.
It's so funny.
7 hours.
We thought SX70 was going to go boom, but it just went. No.
Well, I understand Polaroid Week is coming up again in April, and so there's a good chance the SX70 gets a boost.
It will be boosted.
Because I don't think there's a dry plate week any time, so that's not going to get a boost, is it?
Maybe that's what we could do next year.
But see, there's an idea, guys. If somebody wants to
stick a pin in that
dry plate week, it's available.
It's available.
Take that idea, please. We beg you. We beg you.
Yes.
The number 1 video for this year.
Which blows my mind.
It does.
It blows my mind.
Pinhole photography, Holga, ONDU, Intrepid, and homemade cameras.
Yes. How many hours?
187 watched hours. And here's the kicker. Would you like to know the date it came out?
What's the date it came out?
It came out April 7th.
So, what year?
Of last year.
Last year. So, now, here's the part. Here's the part. That 187 hours.
That's just this year.
Is not for that year and a half or whatever time frame. It's for just 2021.
That one video alone put in 187 hours all
and
on
it
its
wasn't
own
even
just
made
this year.
So
so many of you guys out there love pinhole photography.
3 videos over 100 hours in 1 calendar year.
Almost 400. Well, actually, let's see. 1, 2, 3, almost just shy of 400 hours for the 3 videos.
Yes. Just shy.
Just shy.
For 3 videos in 1 calendar year, whenever we only had
actually, no, it's actually exactly 400 hours.
I'm
sorry, I'm doing the math. It's exactly 400 hours for these 3 videos.
I've got a calculator.
No,
need it.
103, 110, 187.
187. See, you have to go 3, 2. Yeah.
There you go.
There you
See?
See, should you have
He's not going to argue now.
I can do math.
That's phenomenal, guys.
Basic
3 videos,
math.
400
videos.
hours.
That blows my mind. That's fun.
Now, we're not.
No,
we're not top YouTube
we're not making money
influencers and like that. We're not making any money at this, but we're having a lot of fun, and we're
not
once
at
again we thank
we're not
you
at
guys.
Kardashian level yet.
Oh no, we're not even close. Not close.
I don't have no booty to show. Sorry. We're never gonna get there.
No, we're not. So favorite videos. I've got a couple, and mind you, we don't plan these things. Once again, I did plan for myself, and so he's constantly on the spot with all this stuff, so he doesn't even know what I'm going to be talking about.
No.
My favorite videos, of course, the first one is going to be the 2021 Holga Week Awards presentation, which, of course, was on November 22nd because that's the day it comes out.
Every year.
67 watched hours. It was the most watched Holga Week award presentation, and almost practically in that first week, it just went through the roof.
Yeah, it was all crammed into
You all wanted to know who the winner was, the Holga Week
worldwide.
champion. Worldwide.
When you go look at it, you sit there and go across the 48 hours that it shows.
Yeah.
I mean, there's just watches all through because people were watching it around the world at different times.
Oh, yeah. So it was phenomenal. So
fun.
Now my personal favorite, and I think it mainly has to do with
we lost a few viewers after that because they didn't win.
My personal favorite, because of the camera itself, was what is an animated GIF wiggle and how are they made? Because I really, really enjoyed the Rito 3D camera.
You got a kick out of that.
It was a fantastic camera.
It should have gotten lots more hours watched.
I think you should have sold more of them. I know you still have a few left.
I still have a few.
Guys,
I actually sold 1 or 2.
Go watch that video because the 3D effects are phenomenal. Everybody who sees it says it's great.
And as soon as they go out of business with that, then it's like those things are jumped up to $400 a piece.
Yeah.
And you could have bought them right now for less than that.
Right.
So buy them now before,
And so your favorite video of the year?
Oh man, I actually had several of them.
Do you know one of them?
Well, I really liked our critique of the video the
articles. The articles. So that was was a digital camera, and the other one was Petapixel.
Yeah, that was
digital photography world. I'll have to look it up. But nobody complained. Nobody complained
because probably nobody of importance watched it from any of those places.
No, they probably didn't.
Nor did they care if they did watch it. It's like,
they're thinking, they're talking about us. Great.
Yeah, but that was hilarious. We need to do more reviews of articles.
I did have a lot of fun talking about those particular articles. I had more fun talking about the enthusiastic vintage camera owner, that got put on the tarmac. That one I really liked.
Don't tase me, bro. I'm just a vintage.
He didn't say that, but I know it was a bad situation.
You gotta tie things together to have fun, and it was. So if you love a vintage camera, just keep that to yourself.
At least on an airplane. Or in the airport.
Yeah.
Or in a government building.
Just hide your vintage camera enthusiasm.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
I don't know. If you can get it through a metal detector, come on now.
That's what I'm thinking.
It's fair game, right?
Yeah. I mean, like I said, I got stopped with an 8x10. But
you either trust the TSA or you don't.
I didn't pull that out and start playing with it either. So, yeah. Boy, that might have caused a few heads to stir.
All right. So,
that was funny, though.
So we're to the sad part of the show. And I know we're very quickly into this. Hopefully people are with us at this point. This is the in memoriam section of the show. Now, we have this every year, and we've said goodbye to some greats. And this particular year, I'm not kidding, because, you know, we're sad because he was a friend of the show, and it was a great video, and the family really did appreciate it. Yeah. Frank Lee Ruggles, National Parks photographer. Frank Lee Ruggles.
Ninth or seventh? Ninth?
Who, 1996 to 2021 came into the shop multiple times.
Bought lots of stuff.
Large format photographer.
Large format.
So, I mean, if you could, go watch that video. Leave us a great comment on that one. Go check out some of Frank's work, because it was great.
It's
amazing. Great work.
I mean, his work was it's phenomenal. Yeah.
Right. So, Frank, we're going to miss very much. A little less on the serious side. Fujifilm Fujicolor Pro 400H, we lost. Yes. It was 2004 to 21.
Right there, we still.
That was still a very good video. I liked it.
It got a decent amount of hours watched too.
Well, I think if anything you learned from that particular video is that films come and they go.
Yes.
Just and that's the important part. They're not forever.
It's going to do that next year too. So
films are going to come.
There's going to be a great shuffling.
I'm still waiting on those Kodak films. You think they can get it in here in about a day?
No, they're not.
And lastly on the list, Fujicolor Velvia 100 for the United States only. 1990 to 2021. I think that went out. You think it went completely?
Probably went. A lot of stuff. The 160 MPS went out completely. That you bought and got.
Yeah, but that wasn't here in the United States anyway. So,
but that's gone completely.
That was an import. Or as they would say in the music industry, it was a bootleg. It was a bootleg.
Bootleg film.
I got bootleg film. Oh yeah, what was the movie of? No, it was.
That's a great name for a film.
Bootleg.
Bootleg film.
Bootleg film.
Yeah.
Please, somebody take that and make some bootleg film. We would love to see that.
Yeah, and then don't blame us.
You know what? We've got. Listen. If we're throwing ideas out like this, you guys need to take them and run with them.
Yeah, we're not smart enough to do that.
No, or don't have the time or the energy. No, I've got a job. He's got a job.
Yeah. We can go make some real money.
No, I don't think about. No.
I don't know.
So that was 2021, guys. And once again, thank you everybody for subscribing and watching.
Yeah, I know. But let me think about some other things about 2021. Man, of course, for a week up to this thing, I'm sitting here thinking of 1,000 things. It's going off.
And now we're recording.
Now recording is like
nothing.
Where do I look and talk? But there was just so much.
What was your big hit product of 2021? And I think I'm staring right at it.
Well, film.
No, I'm staring right at it.
But that was also one of not film. Were the cases.
I think that was the big hit product of the year. Yes. Everybody wanted those. Didn't you sell out mainly the first batch?
Oh, yes. I sold out a lot of the first batch.
Right.
And then I ordered I pre-ordered some, not pre-ordered. I ordered selective views of it. And then I just reordered everything twice the original. These are the
Kodak film cases in either 10 or 5.
Sold several of them today.
I mean, it's camera bling, and everybody loved it.
Yes. They are great. And but there was so much that went on last year that it could be an hour talk just in and of itself. It could. We're not going to do it.
Not going to do it. Not going to do it.
Be prudent.
Wouldn't be prudent.
So we're just going to go into
2022, which is, it feels like a mouthful every time you say 2022. You're just.
But you know what? Somebody I read, it says 2022 is just like saying 2022. Part 2.
Part 2. We get to do it again. But we're going to start off with the bad news. Now, mainly because I don't want to end on bad news, but we're going to start with the bad news. Todd knows what the bad news is. He's going to talk about the bad news because I don't want to talk about the bad news.
What's the bad news?
The bad news is the Kodak film prices. See, I hit him it's just, but you know what? It's out of his hands and it's out of my hands.
Y'all could hear that slap, couldn't you? It was bad. Okay, yes. Now, the whole reason for it is I can understand it, but does it mean that people will be happy with it? No. The demand for Kodak film has grown so exponentially that Kodak cannot keep up with the demand. This whole thing that film is dead, that's dead.
It's a myth.
It's a myth.
It's a myth. It's a busted
over
myth.
with. Film is not dead.
No.
And it doesn't even smell funny anymore. It is alive and freaking kicking.
Oh, yeah.
Now, from 2016 to 19, we talked about this before.
Right.
Kodak 2 to 3 times increased their production rate. Increased. Then in 2020, it boomed again. 2021, it just blew the doors off. Kodak has been increasing their production for 5 straight years.
Which is phenomenal. You guys are doing a great job.
Thank you.
A great job. Well done.
And the problem with that is that if you sell 1 million items, but the demand's for 1.5 million, well, then you sell 1 million items, you don't have enough money to make 1.5. So they had to go find money, bring it in, or they had to up the prices to get the money to increase, to get up to the next level. Well, they did that. Then demand increased again, and then again. So demand is outpacing the ability to keep up with productions. Thus, they had a 20% pretty much across the film board increase. And I just got it in today and looked at it, and I just kind of whimpered a little bit. But
I bet nobody in the Kodak's executive business suite in 2000 thought, in 2020 that the production was going to be going back up. Nobody thought.
No, well, let's just go all the way back to 2008. They probably didn't think it. And they probably really didn't think until about 11 or 12, maybe not even until 13.
Right. It's like maybe to go out.
Yeah. So, I mean, it really did catch pretty much everybody by surprise. Although Ilford kind of saw the curve ahead a little bit. But of course, they're more focused on 11 brands.
Okay.
And but man, they're ahead of the curve, and they're solid, and they've got no issues with theirs. But other companies have sit there and go, the demand so far outstrips their ability to produce it that it's caused ripples in their supply chain. I mean, it's just, yeah. And there's one thing that took place last year that we talked a little bit about.
Okay.
Was in November, Tetanol UK had a I sent you the link to that, but they had a meeting. He didn't read it, but
they had a secret meeting.
No, it wasn't secret.
That everybody knew about.
No, not everybody knew about it. They only had like 1 or 2 reporters go to it or something.
Okay,
but like 12 or 14 different companies got together in England, either in person or over the Skype or whatever.
Yes,
but
virtual.
Virtual. But it was Fuji, Ilford, Kodak, Tetanol, Adox, Jobo, Burger.
Yeah.
It's like all of these different companies in the analog world got together, sit down, and say, "Okay, guys, what are we going to do? What are we doing? What are you doing? What are we doing? Let's get our concept act together.
Let's get our act together."
And everybody else went, "About time."
Yeah. Yeah.
And they went over everything, and there's a good article on that, and I will put it on my Facebook page, and y'all can read it. But we didn't know, and I didn't know until I read this. Fuji shut their production down a year ago, and we had just been buying film that had been stored up, which is why the last batch of something that I got was very short dated.
Ooh.
Yeah, but now it's revved back up. And at this meeting, Fuji says, we are committed to film and to bringing film out and back.
Yeah, it would be the honorable thing to do.
Well, but it's because the demand is so high.
Well, that's good.
And so they will probably, again, like how things phase in and out.
Right.
And evidently, a lot of that's because supplies.
Mm-hmm.
So as supplies shift and as everything changes, there will be slight changes to what comes out, is my guess.
Right.
And it will start up a lot of this in February, March, April. And so I looked through and I saw one thing. It says Kodak, this is estimated coming out or back in stock February, back in stock March, back in stock April. So it seems like everything's kind of coming back in stock as the year opens up. But it's going to be really interesting and fun to see what happens, because Fuji has said that they didn't really tell anybody, I guess.
Oh, boy, why would you tell anybody? No.
But they did state...
It's none of their business.
They did state that they did shut
business.
it down for a year or so, and that film will be coming back. I saw one like December 31st. And but soon Fuji will have some things back out soon. And I was lucky and got really restocked fully on 200, Superior 200, Superior 400 3-packs. And those things I sold. I had over 20 cartons, which is 10 packs per carton.
Okay.
And I just looked over this morning and saw that I was down to 12.
Ew.
In just a few short weeks.
That's
Portrait
once
400
again, thank you guys for buying film.
Blowing out the door, because that's one of the few affordable C41s out right now. But Pro Image is coming back, Gold, Ultramax, all of those.
I want my Kodak 3-packs back.
Yeah, they are coming back in the next
I love me some Kodak. Well, so I'm glad we got the bad news out of the way, because let's try to have some good news going forward.
It is coming back.
That is great news. It's
going to be a little bit more expensive.
So, but the really great news is here.
Yeah.
Is the 2022 Anniversaries. Major milestones. As a matter of fact, they're the same milestone, but yet they're two different things.
Yeah, okay.
I'm going to start with mine.
You start with yours.
I'll
try to figure out what mine is.
Okay. It should be very easy. Mr. and Mrs. Holga will be celebrating our 25th wedding anniversary.
Ooh, that's a nice round number.
In March.
Yeah.
So... Yeah. If you want to get me anything, I take things in Nikon, and they normally have like fast numbers like 1.4, 1.2. So that's good and exciting for me. But what about you? What anything in May?
25 years.
25 years.
The store.
This store.
April, May.
Oh, what's the exact date? May
20th.
May 20th. 1997, both 97s.
Yeah, but
25
you were married
years.
in March, April.
I got you by 3 months.
You were married just before our store opened.
Yes, just before.
Wow.
Both 25 years. Silver anniversaries, both for my my Mrs. Holga and I, and this store. So, I'm hoping.
See, that's why we should tie those two together and have people come up here and buy you gifts from my store.
Okay, I like that. I like where he's going now.
See that? Yeah. No, turned it around.
I like it.
Yeah.
However, I'm not quite sure Mrs. Holga, unless it's something equestrian.
Oh, yeah.
She probably wants to send people over to the tack shop or something like that. Mm-hmm. So she's registered at Dover, but not so much at the camera store.
No.
But yeah, that's a great thing. And the two of us have been talking.
And
is the store going to do a little something for a 25th anniversary?
I hate to say this. I'm sure I would love to. Got to figure it out.
Yeah.
But
you got a little time.
I used to always have anniversary sales. Problem was it was in May 20th after everybody got out of school.
Yeah.
So we had this week-long sale and nobody'd come to it because everybody's out of town.
Okay. Yeah.
We can still have a sale. We can just party amongst ourselves. But it was funny. I would sit there and I would have Carl Zeiss lenses discounted. I would have
nobody would buy them.
And then people just come in next week and buy it. And it's like, you could have gotten it for 10% off. That's okay.
Last week.
We figured you'd be too busy. No, everybody thought that. So stop thinking we're too busy and just get your butts in.
Right. So something special. I planted the seed of an idea. Something special. 25th anniversary. You and Dad figure it out. Something special.
And speaking of Dad, this will be the year Dad's 85. Ooh, he's 85.
I don't know what the anniversary number is for that.
That's not anniversary. This is birthday. It's a big milestone.
It is 85.
85.
That's quite a chunk of change.
October.
All right.
Yeah.
You can get Dad something in October.
Yeah. We should have a party for Dad.
Well, which leads to there are events in 2022, which we talked about a little bit in the last video.
Yes.
Right off the bat, we're going to have the wet plate photography in January.
Yes, January 15th.
So
I've gotten lots of people asking questions about that here, and I just refer them to you. Do you have a time thing set up to where people can?
No, I don't. I'm probably gonna set something up at the beginning of the month.
You should, because that thing's gonna fill up.
I hope so, and I might actually encourage people to fill it up by, I don't know, doing some sort of early bird discount or something like that. So
I don't think you'll need to, but yeah.
You don't think I'll need to?
No.
For the heck with that then.
Because I think $40 is already inexpensive.
I think this is the weekend that I'm gonna set everything up in the garage and fire it all off and see if everything's working. So I'm gonna have a good, firm feeling as whether or not wet plate is gonna happen.
You want me to tie a topic into this wet plate thing?
What you got?
Type? This I just read today, man. Just read this today. Just put it up on the Facebook page. Go read this. It's to me, it's just phenomenal, and this will tie into future subjects too.
Okay.
But 1883 is a series that's being shot out in west of Fort Worth.
Okay.
And it's in the time period of 1883.
All right, right.
So the Paramount got a group of photographers together and took photos of all of the cast. Wet plate.
Wet plate. Absolutely. And
now I've got a link to those photos, and they're fantastic. Sam, oh good grief, I can't think of the guys. Sam. But anyway, great guy. I mean, to see him in tintype with that cowboy hat and that face.
Elliot?
Sure.
The guy with the big mustache?
Yeah,
the
Sam Elliott. Oh, God, yeah, Sam Elliott. He's a tintype, man, and it is phenomenal. So they have gone old school on their promotion, and
oh, that's phenomenal. I do need to, you need to share that, because I want to see those.
And Ellen Weiser, who's sometimes comes in here occasionally.
So she shot some of them?
She's part of that group of 5 or 6. And it's great, because these things, I read through it, and it goes, these things are on Times Square billboards, or electronic shows. It's their national advertising.
Wow, that's great. I gotta see
with these tintype plates at the foundation of everything on it.
I like it.
It's phenomenal.
Well, guys, if you want to see it in for real life, January 15th. January 15th.
So I think after this show gets going like that, and everybody sits there and sees these tintype photos plastered across and realize that, hey, that's not Photoshop.
You mean it's kind of like when Disney comes out with 101 Dalmatians, everybody goes out and gets a Dalmatian?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. I'm with that. That's good.
People are going to all of a sudden, they're going to sit around and look and go, hey, I can go get my picture taken like that.
You can.
And it's really cool. I mean, these things are high.
I mean, imagine making a picture that is constructed in such a way.
It'll last for 1,000 years.
It's going to several hundred years.
No, 1,000. I think it could, but literally, they have fit down and figured it out, and they said 1,000 years.
That's phenomenal.
It's just amazing.
When most paper is 500 at most.
Yeah,
but so 1,000 years.
It's just phenomenal where the whole concept of alt process is going, and how it's just gaining steam, and how it's being done in the Dallas-Fort Worth area. That's what I love about it.
Right. Don't jump ahead.
That's what I love about it. So anyway. Back to
2022 events. Wet plate photography. That's fine.
I got my heart going.
See, that's all I'm here for. Guys.
Yeah, got my heart going.
So Polar Photo Walk. This is a Dallas Photo Walk event. Yes. That's going to be Saturday, February 19th, 2022. It's the Polar Photo Walk because more than likely it's going to be cold outside. We're going to be up in Denton, Texas.
Yep.
So
the farther north you go, the colder it gets.
Sometimes. We've had phenomenal weather, very hot and nice. Yeah. Sometimes we've had super cold. So you never know what you're going to get. Next event is going to be the Pinhole Photo Walk. That's going to be in April at the Dallas Arboretum. And that's going to be Saturday, April 23rd, 2022. If you guys want to pay attention. If you want to know where to find Dallas Photo Walk events, just go to the facebook.com/Dallas Photo Walk. The events are always on there, and you'll just there's
And
nothing. There's never anything to attend.
That's when our number one video will take off again. It always goes like April. In April, it just shoots off.
I say the events don't cost anything, but if we go to some place like the Dallas Arboretum, you have to pay your own admission. But otherwise, it doesn't cost anything to go on the walk.
Well, those are yours.
Those are ours. But then yours, the one that you're working on.
Yes. June
of 2022. Yeah. I think it's June 11th.
June 11th. That's why I stopped, because I had to remember. It's the 15th. June 15th.
I'll double check the date for him.
June 15th is National Nature Photography Day.
I'm not sure if it has a national, but I know it's nature photography.
Well, I mean, I saw national.
Okay.
But it's Nature Photography Day. Now, we did a video on this a while back. And I
did not get very many views.
It did not, but it was a great video.
And I love nature photography. It's great stuff.
I love the story about, National Geographic, their first pictures that people they had pictures of night photography, wildlife at night.
Right.
Some of the first ones ever shot in the world. And members of National Geographic got huffy about it because they didn't want their magazine being corrupted with photos. Now it's nothing but photos. So
yeah, that is true.
It's hilarious.
Of animals. Most likely at night.
Yeah, and so it's hilarious. But on the 11th, we will celebrate by having a group go to the National Audubon Center. 5.5 miles of trails, 3 hours. Go. We'll have a short discussion about, the setup of everything. And then a couple of hours of just going out and shooting in nature. And that information will come up in January. And you'll be able to click on and pay there, because there is a cost to get in. And there's a cost to put this together a little bit. It's going to be nominal for what all it is. And we've got a lot of things tied to that.
It's going to be a special film photography event. It's an event.
It's not just a one thing. It's a tier of things.
Right. It's several different things. We're looking at doing some T-shirts.
Now,
looking at having some the film labs come and join us as well.
2 labs, Fort Worth Photo Lab, and Lone Star Darkroom, and Dallas Photo Walk, and Don's Used Photo Equipment will all be working together on this. All 4 of us. So this is something that we're putting together to make it a broad base appeal. And the reason why it's limited is just because right now they have limitations on how many people they're letting in.
Right.
As we get closer to that time,
they might let in a few more. But there's a good chance that we make it almost a private event.
Yeah.
If they're still limited and we take up all the spots, guys, then it's ours for the morning.
Well, we're gonna work on that. So look for that in January.
Right, and that'll be on his Facebook and other Facebook, but it'll definitely be out there.
And I am so looking forward to that. And I hope that it works so well it becomes an annual event.
That would be pretty cool.
It would be, because it'd be it'd be like Holga Week. Everybody will know exactly when it is. Everybody will be
a little bit of a floating date, but you're right.
It's the Saturday before the
or the day of, right?
Or the day of, because that date shifts around
a little bit. It's like Christmas or Easter.
Yeah. So it'll be in that time frame, mid June.
Well, and that leads to one more event, which I completely forgot about for June. It's the entire month of June is no free photography June. I'm sorry,
you didn't have that on their paper.
I didn't put it on the paper.
The one thing that you created,
the most important thing to me right now,
no free photography
because it's actually before Holga Week, is no free photography June.
That's why we're charging. It's because we're not doing this for free.
No free photography June, guys. I don't want any of you taking a photo gig for free in the month of June.
Nope.
I don't care if you charge $1. I don't care if you charge $100. Get something for your efforts.
No free photography June.
No free photography June. And also, I don't want you going on Facebook saying, "Hey, I need a videographer to help out. Would you mind?" Don't
experience.
Don't you dare do that to another photographer.
No.
You say, "Look, I'm going to pay you to come help me out."
Yeah. That's right.
No free photography June, guys. I'm serious about this.
I am.
I'm sorry, brides.
And I know he's serious about it because I'm sitting here watching it.
See, I'm getting animated. No free photography June.
That's right.
Can we think of any other big events in that we might have had planned for next year?
If it's later in the year you're talking about.
Probably later in the year.
Yeah.
I mean, that's already to the half point of the year.
Yeah. So in the second half of the year.
Well, obviously we know there's...
why don't we give that Holga week a try again?
We should do the Holga week.
We're gonna try and do
Holga
that
week.
again because it's kind of caught
another
on.
time. Yeah.
It's kind of caught on.
I wonder what date we should make that.
I've
Holga
actually
week.
talked to people from Puerto Rico today and told them about it.
Yeah?
Yeah. So hopefully
what do you think? October? Maybe sometime in October.
First week.
First week in October?
Because I can't remember anything past
All
that.
right. Holga week 2022. October 1st through 7th. It's going to happen again, guys.
Yeah. And
As a matter of fact, I'm already started working on the new t-shirts. Already thinking of a new design for the t-shirts. Because we want to get them out there
last
as
year,
soon as possible.
way too late.
Well, this year they're going to be way too early.
Yeah. I'd much rather have way too early.
Way too early.
We'll sell a lot more.
Speaking of which, let's just lean into products for 2022. About products.
Okay,
and I'm only going to talk a little bit about products because he can talk more about products and hopefully not bad news about products. Now, me personally, I'm going to try and do some more t-shirts because I love t-shirts. I'm going to try and get different style t-shirts here for the store. I'm going to get the Holga Week t-shirts in here soon. I'm going to get the No Free Photography June t-shirts in here so we can start selling those. It's going to say Sorry Brides on the back.
Sorry, not sorry.
Sorry, not sorry. I'm going to get those camera straps in here because I'm going to look for a good way to make them because I love the camera wrist straps and I think you guys would enjoy them too.
Oh, yeah.
But the question for you, Todd, is
is
there going to be more film and more chemicals coming into the store in 2022?
There will be, but in all honesty, I am really kind of getting to the point to where I'm maxing out like my options that I don't have here. So my main thing will be to find what things Oro film,
the ORWO,
ORWO. Whenever they get that the
color
C41
film
out, if they get it into 35 and 120 rolls,
right?
Oh, I'm there. I am all over that.
I mean, you guys might not have noticed up above my head this rolly section that's up here right now.
Yes, I've changed everything up a little bit here.
So, above my head, not above his.
Yeah, that's why I'm looking over here. Instax was over here. I took it and put it over here.
Over there.
It's now on the rack at the end, which makes it easier really to
So don't think, when you come in here, don't think he's missing Instax. It's just over there.
No, it's just over there. And the reason why I did that is because I had rolly film over here, over there, up there, around there on the floor.
And until you group it together, you don't know how much you have.
And then I sit there and grouped it together, and it's like 70% of that shelf over there. And it makes it easier. And man, did I sell the infrared film today.
Oh, speaking of which, infrared.
Yeah.
I did get a comment on the YouTube that says, yes, we do need to use the infrared filter with the infrared film.
So it's obligated? Obliged. Or it's obliged.
I think it's a must. I think the word I'm going for is must.
I still think that's they typed it in and it hit the translation.
And
that's a failure of translation. But that was funny.
But you know what I'm going to do is because I bought a roll from me, I believe. I'm going to shoot like a couple of shots.
No, you need to do that with like your pinhole.
Well, I'm going to shoot a couple of shots with and without the filter at the beginning so we can see the contrast. Yes. I'll just take a shot.
We are going to have more fun with film. But
more fun with film?
More fun with film.
But that's all we ever do.
That's all we do. It's all we do. And yes, film would become more prominent, and this is how it would become more prominent with me. Because the demand is so dadgum strong.
Right.
I mean, I really didn't make I don't even know if I really made a profit this year because all of the money coming in is going right back out to buy film. And Santa was good.
Yeah.
Santa was good. He had UPS drop off a box for me.
Yes, I think I tripped over it.
You did. It was 600 rolls of Portra 400 120.
Ooh.
I'm not saying
that's wedding shooters. I love that.
600 rolls of Portra 400 120. Yes, it's at the new prices. I'm sorry. But here's the deal, man. I had to grease some wheels, man.
Beg, borrow, and steal? You had to stab somebody in the back?
There's no evidence of that.
Had to push somebody off a cliff?
There's definitely no evidence.
Did you fix somebody's brakes?
I plead the fifth.
Okay.
I am not going to incriminate myself on how, what, when we're around.
No details. No details at all.
No details. Just take advantage of it. But I also got 200 rolls of Portra 800 120.
Ooh, okay.
So
Good
I've
stuff.
got now that's to tie in with the 200 rolls of portrait that I got just before that, which I thought was going to be the last that I ever got.
Mm-hmm.
So it's 800 rolls of 400 120 and 300 rolls of 800 120 that I got in.
Well, these are a lot of numbers. Just
you.
know that he's got portrait film right now.
You want to know what a lot of numbers is?
Yeah.
The credit card bill.
Which
that's
you don't want to see.
a lot of numbers.
You
and that's
don't
what I'm
want to
saying.
see it.
It's you. I'm getting a ton of airline miles, but here's the deal.
But he doesn't go anywhere.
Don't have time. I'm buying film and selling film to y'all, so I will be making a bigger effort at getting a deeper stack of things in here, so that you're not going to have to sit there and go, wait, you mean it's out again for a month? No, I'm going to try to have enough to flow over the rough parts of whenever they run out.
Well, I mean, your wedding photographers count on you, especially the wedding photographers that come in and they buy a brick.
Oh, gosh, yes.
They'll buy a brick of 120 film. I mean, they're shooting rolls and they'll do it each week. And, you know,
10 to 40 rolls.
That's the benefit of having the store. When they come in, they want to have something. They don't want you to be out.
And last year, I think at this point, I think up at the front in the blue counter, there was a stack about just over half the counter long, about 3 foot high, all film. Well, that is going to be actually just next door now. I'm not going to have it over here, but I am going to have a probably much bigger stack of film than that next door and where I live,
or somewhere in a safe location.
Yeah, well, beside my shotgun.
More film is coming, guys.
More film is coming, and I will most likely be cash poor for a while. But yes,
That's why I have a real job.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
All right, but so 2022, and you've been talking about this quite a bit, and he's going to try and he's going to be succinct with this one. I hope, guys. I hope. I don't think it's possible, but I hope so. You've been talking about an analog community, and that you would love to kickstart an analog community.
That is my goal.
And unfortunately, guys, it could be an entire video for
this.
This
will
be.
No, that's not could be. This will be an entire video in the future. What we will do to work towards making the DFW area an analog/alt process community for the DFW area, to where people around the country and the world will know that, hey, if we're in Dallas, we are going to be analog safe. We are going to be able to get film, have film processed.
Right.
We're going to be able to shoot film. We're going to be able to shoot alternative and have it processed. We're going to be able to do things that we can't do in some place like, say, Chicago, where they have no photo labs.
No photo labs?
No photo labs. So we will have a huge discussion on what it will take to make an analog community. And this is what I want to push, promote, build upon starting 2022. This is my windmill to charge, I guess. I don't know what to call it.
Windmill to charge. All right, Don Quixote.
Yeah, this is my
all right,
goal, my thing to think of. And just an overall thing about it. Look, think of this. Just what has happened in the past year. We have had Brody come into town.
Oh yeah.
And spend months working on a 32 by 36
dangerous Anson Brody
glass plate replica of one that broke at the State Fair of Texas.
Yeah.
That was a unique, one of a kind of event.
And he spent a lot of time and effort doing that.
Months on it. Yeah. And he couldn't talk about it when he talked, but the day after the video came out, it came out. It's like we missed it by one day. But that is a unique thing that happens in only like the State Fair of Texas in Dallas. Then I just told you about the phenomenal thing going on with the 1883 series. They shot the whole cast in tintype. And they're using the tintype for the promotion process. These things, and our community is so strong to where people can sit there and come together on that and go, yeah, no problem.
Yeah.
You know, Paramount evidently threw out. When you stop and think about this, you got 5 or 6 people that you've hired to come in and spend all of this time shooting all of these people, getting these things just right. That's big bucks. And then you're using these things for national promotions.
Oh yeah.
That's big dollars.
That's cool. And you want to think of Dallas Fort Worth as the place to get this done.
To do things like this. To have big 32 by 36 glass plates remade.
Oh, yeah.
To get tintype shot for national publication.
To find yourself a film photographer who's not just doing it as a hobby, but doing it professionally.
Yeah, to have a customer who comes in here as a worker at a 9-to-5 job.
Yeah.
Quit his job and become a national photographer in a matter of months.
Many... There are film wedding photographers come into the store.
The number of film wedding photographers in this DFW area is amazing.
These aren't backup digital people. These are film wedding photographers. That's all they're going to shoot. Again, there is so much in this conversation. I'm writing down what makes the foundation. What I believe makes the foundation of such a thing. Right.
And we're going to work and push and promote to where DFW is equated with analog, alt process, ease of getting into or doing or picking up while you're here.
Okay. So guys, expect a much longer conversation later.
We're going to have a whole video.
A whole video.
Oh,
believe me. So I'm going to, I have down here 2022 videos that we're going to do, which is a little bit of a recap. Obviously, we're probably going to have another Pinhole video because you guys like the Pinhole stuff so much.
Yeah. Oh, gosh.
As a matter of fact, what I was thinking, I noticed you've got some strategic poles that are outside. I was thinking about putting a solar can out there and pointing it at the store for like a few months.
Yes.
And then we could show that one. So solar cans are phenomenal Pinhole stuff. So I'll put a pin in that one. Obviously, we're going to do the 2022 Holga Week Awards presentation. We love that video.
Yes.
We have the most fun probably with that one.
Yeah. More interviews. We're definitely going to do.
We need some more interviews.
Yeah.
We have talked with Lisa. We didn't get Lisa this year. She was super busy, but I think we're going to get her next year. Yeah. And I think she's going to come in with maybe her top tips for large plate photography.
Yeah.
We want her to concentrate on something that's going to be beneficial to you guys.
But also, I would love to hear her talk about how she packs her car up for travel. That's kind of cool.
I've seen that. It is kind of cool how she's got everything all stored, so that might be an interesting
video.
It's her
traveling
But,
motel.
we're also going to find ourselves some other film photographers who are part of the community who would love to just sit down and chat with us for a while. So there's probably going to be, I would say, 2 or 3 interviews coming in the year,
hope
right?
So, yeah.
That would be great.
So.
And lastly, stocking stuffer ideas 2022.
Oh my gosh, yes.
That's probably one of the funnest videos we do all year.
Yeah. And we actually, each year has grown in the hours watched on it.
Oh, well, all of our videos have grown in the hours.
Man, I thought, yes, it was so fun. It was so fun to have that just explode.
Right.
And it seemed like it exploded in January. It December and then January, and then it just kept a good pace, and then it just went boom.
Well,
we had a top month record watch. How many hours watched?
Over 200 hours in November.
In November, over 200 hours watched.
Yeah.
That's our record.
Yeah, and that's super good.
Yeah.
Thank you, guys.
Thanks. That's been fun.
Well, we've gotten a little long in the tooth here. Once again, I want to thank you guys for watching the videos and being a part of the Don's Use Photo.
And growing our subscriber base. That's going to be another question for you. Subscribers, more subscribers.
But you're already subscribers, so we want to
tell
thank
your
you
friends.
For that.
Yeah, thank you for that.
So please do share, like, subscribe, tell a friend, tell your mom, tell my mom. Say, hey, did you watch the last video? Because I still don't think my mom knows I've got her lens baby. She hasn't watched the video. I'm not telling. But I am saying thank you for watching. Thank you for coming. Absolutely. And thank you for coming in here and recognizing Todd and saying, ooh, is this the store? This is the store, guys. Come on in and see the place. This is the wall of film, which is famous in Canada. Canada knows all about it. Ooh, it needs to be famous somewhere else. Dallas. Well, that's going to be it for us, guys. We'll see y'all later. Ciao. Or how would they say that in French or Canada? Let's just go with aloha.
Aloha.
Aloha, that's goodbye, right?
I like that.
Hello and goodbye.
Hello and goodbye. Maybe that's where the Beatles got that song from. You say hello, I say goodbye. But we just both said aloha.